Hello, and welcome to Pixel Sift Plays. Sorry to interrupt the lovely music that you were hearing there. I am Scott.
Who makes the music?
That's my, of course. Because we do everything ourselves here on Pixel Sift. We're all about creation, and that's why we get games in from local developers who are all about creative and creating. This week, as promised, we have Masquerada, or Masquerada? Masquerada, yeah. I think it would have to be like an ER if it was Masquerada. Yeah. Anyway, you might have caught last week on the episode we had Ian Gregory from Witching Hour Studios, the Singaporean studios. He was talking about his great game. It's a bit of a tactical kind of RPG. I don't know. It's pretty interesting, actually. It's really art-based, it's really story-driven, it's quite lore-heavy. Nick and I played through the prologue really quickly, and it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was short. It was not easy, and it was not clear exactly what was happening, but I think because it is so lore-rich, it's going to take some time to kind of understand everything that's happening in the game, and that's cool. So we're just going to start game now. We're not going to go through the tutorial again, because it's just the basics. And you guys don't really need to, guys and gals don't really need to get that. We'll keep it normal as well, because
we suck.
Yeah, this kind of game is really not my forte. I will admit straight up.
I was obviously expecting more Diablo style, just kind of hack and slash experience. It's definitely more on the tactical RPG side of things, so definitely need to think out your gameplay strategy more. So into that sort of thing. Awesome. I'm quite excited to see. I suspect we'll
yeah, absolutely.
Is it true though? You say a moment
Let me just
eyes on that city, a demon possesses you.
Fine.
Yeah.
So all magic comes.
Just checking with that tech glitch back.
That's only for you.
Hey.
They also say the pipe will kill you.
Whoa.
Yes,
edgy.
here we are.
See, as you can see, it's really heavy on art. It spends a lot of time delving into the story. The story so far, it's basically Renaissance times.
Ain't gonna do you no good.
And what's our main guy, Cyrus?
I made a promise to my
Well,
parents
from I don't know. Oh, that was Cicero.
Cicero.
give them a better
The main guy
life.
from the tutorial.
I need the money, Varro.
Yeah, I think that's us. But anyway, you control multiple characters in your kind of group, and you have a certain set of magic skills that are given to you through your
I suppose we'll find out.
Venetian mask type thing. I think that's where the Masquerada thing comes from, like the masquerade balls. And yeah, that's about all we know so far. We're all going in unknown, but it's the 2.5 D type thing going on. Cicero, that's us.
Spices to me. And sewage.
You joke about it now.
Relax, Varro. I'll see you in a 5-day. I promise.
I promise.
I've noticed they've got, as well as the lore, they've got strong language as well.
They got some amazing voice
myself.
actors.
Really good.
Skin and neck.
I'll see you when I see you, Captain. Bits or
I'm
not.
also appreciating the kind of character camera with the that accompanies the dialogue. That's something I always found very disjointing. Is just the text above characters who aren't even moving. So it adds a bit of life to the characters. Quite appreciate.
Yeah.
Sir,
Relax. You are the...
that's us. Elena Toth, sir.
Ricardo Toth, at your...
The coach is nearby?
Just a minute this way, sir.
Let me just hurry or anything, lads or girls. So as far as I understand, these little green things in the tutorial anyway were always our target, our goal, our exit of the level.
Entry to the next area.
Yeah, exactly. So at this stage, A does all your interactions, and X, Y, B, so we're playing on an Xbox controller at the moment, just to keep things easier on the PC. They conjure up all your magic abilities, whatever they be. They're usually kind of one-strike things on people, and you can also do a freeze frame, mid-tactics thing.
So you can organize where your other characters, your other NPCs will attack the enemy. Which is, I think, where I'm going to struggle, because that's not my forte at all.
Yeah.
Controlling I reckon we'll get there.
I feel like I should stop. special one.
Ian did definitely touch on how heavily inspired it was by like the Renaissance style in his
carriages.
Oh, absolutely. It's got a big
Don't get me wrong, I love the finish, but
specific, certain Assassin's Creed looks to it anyway. Not obviously and stylistically, but age-wise,
the less
era-wise.
attention we... Come on, let's see if this butte can get us through the...
act.
Straight up. I love the. So they come up like a bloody.
out, all of you. Make no trouble for us. You'll have
See, it's times like this when I'm like, yeah, Baldur's Gate.
Sir, do it.
And they all come up in format. So we're going to totally rumble now, I can tell.
That's it, boys. Stop by again.
Oh, what?
It was a
I
pleasure.
think we paid them off. Or vice
Getting
versa.
bolder by the day.
I would have liked to have seen how bold they felt if they knew he was an Inspectore. I bet they would have thought...
Inspectore.
Hear that, boys?
Which I assume is
An
Inspector.
Inspectore.
You mean you no trouble?
He was talking a bit too loud there, I think.
Words spoken behind a blade. The Inspectore will fetch us some. We don't. Hold your ground!
I'll bring it, brother. So, that's the freeze. Just LB. And as you can see down the bottom, I've got actually, do you know what? Doesn't look like we've got anything down the bottom.
I was just say it's just general.
So in the tutorial, those bottom 4 squares, the ABXY, were filled up with whatever our power was.
That was fueled by your mask.
Ah, there you go. The source, there, exactly, nailed it.
I think that's because I do understand the game story kind of revolves around some
And I don't have a
Those
mask,
faces.
so therefore I don't have anything. But can I just attack him with my sword?
Yes, you just hold.
I don't think
That
he's
one.
got anything though.
No, you just press it.
Yeah, but see how it's.
Yeah, but you press LB and then you just hold.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
There you go.
Chop.
And you just hold it down.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Come on, bring it on, son. Dodge that. Dodge this guy. Dodge this guy. Whoa. Damn, son. It's got played. Watch yourself.
So,
Wipe yourself off, fool.
Ricardo,
You're dead.
you watched me fight.
He more than watched, sir. He was practically gawking.
Sister,
Relax. All I wanted to know is why you seem so surprised.
well, 7 Inspectores and none would stoop to a level to have Contadani like us present to watch them train.
Doesn't mean you can't steal a glance from the West Wing. The upper levels provide quite the view.
If you don't mind me saying, sir, you're awfully comfortable around us.
What do you mean?
People like us, I mean, Contadani, maskless.
You mean people who have lives and dreams and all? I think I'd be more worrying if I was uncomfortable. No?
So we're something special. The Inspectore. I haven't quite figured out where we sit.
I do like how they're talking about like the masks already, and they're the maskless. So the
been
masks
so long
obviously
since I've heard
symbol
that.
of wealth.
Oh, for sure.
Which is,
It'd be a
again,
hierarchy
slow down,
type
please.
thing.
Because I believe he was touching on how like the masks were used to monetize magic. Monetize magic? Is that the word I'm looking for? Make
know.
money off of magic?
Yeah, they do.
Commoditize?
Absolutely.
Commoditize. That's it. Sorry about that.
I got you.
Oh, but that's it. If you're making money off it, you're monetizing
So
it.
bright.
If you're commoditizing it, you're turning it into a commodity. Something you sell.
Let's go.
This week on Pixel's Words.
I do love this art style.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
This is new.
Extra security measures, sir, since the war began.
Go to it.
So they're in the war. Oh, okay. I thought this was post-war.
No, there is some kind
Business?
of. Yeah.
Transport.
And who are you transport? I see.
Problem, Ilencio?
Carry on.
Huh. Yeah, that's it. You recognize.
It's meant to be like, I'm assuming it's meant to be
That
set
wasn't very polite.
It's Italian
You
setting,
don't expect
ignoring the
them to treat
Renaissance
war criminals
theme.
with politeness,
But
do
like,
you?
the accents had me so
I'm
confused.
sorry, sir. I didn't mean to.
No. Stop the coach, please. I think I'd like a little time to myself, if you don't mind. I'll make my way up to the White Spire when I'm done.
Of course, sir. We'll be at the stables if you need to find us.
Cool. Free room. R1 and Y. I couldn't quite see that. I should probably be wearing my glasses.
What's that down there?
This guy.
Yep.
Looks like a great kicker. I'm a skatey.
Oh, there you go.
Is it L1 and Y or R1 and Y?
RB plus Y to view.
Ah! Cool.
So this is how you'll do a lot of your... Alright, cool.
I mean, there was gonna have to be a bit where they explain it, you know?
Yeah, I do actually appreciate that. Like, I enjoy the fact that the law isn't forced upon you; it is optional.
Absolutely. And the great thing about these kind of things is that you do have quite a entry level to be able to understand things great. I mean, every good cultish game has got it. Obviously, your World of Warcrafts and everything like that.
Even like communities within larger communities, like in Destiny, there's the everyone who's like ridiculously into their grimoire cards, which is grimoire cards.
Yeah.
Which similar to this is how you discover your main lore. Because a lot of people complain like, oh, there's no story in Destiny, but you just had to read grimoire cards.
Aren't you forgetting something, scum?
Yeah, but they don't
I'm talking to...
make that clue. The Grimoire cards seem so pointless for a while.
Of all the souls, I never thought I'd get to see you again.
Everyone's got fancy masks. Where's mine at?
What do I want? I want you to have a taste of what we went through because of you.
Sorry to talk over some of the great voice acting, but there's a lot of it. And hopefully you can read it. If not, let us know, and I'll shut up more.
Oh,
Quite happy to do
the mouse
that.
has teeth. Let's see how well he bites.
See, it's weird. I'm like respected and then not. Yeah, see, I haven't got anything. Before I could like then that's the point of the freeze frame. Just in case we don't get to a point where we do it well, you can do a magic attack on him, like and plan it beforehand. And we even had a second character before, so you can switch to your second character and do a second attack on someone else.
You could organise your attacks.
Yeah, basically you're doing
attack distance, and then to say you had.
It's like turn-based strategy almost, but not really. It's great. Really, some kind of.
It's very similar to.
Anyway, let's hack and slash.
Flanks.
Bring it. He is chopping. I'm about to lose.
It's too much.
Okay, I think we were meant to...
Yeah, he's big. Plus, like I said, I don't have my mask yet. That'll probably be our first mission.
The man who lives like a coward deserves to suffer like one.
Brutal.
Valencia,
Oh!
Sir, I swear.
Glove slap.
I didn't...
Attention.
That was weak.
Whoa.
We
He
are
cried
in
like a
the middle of
little
a war,
fish.
Felicia. Do you understand that?
I didn't...
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Brende?
Your masquerade is to be used against the mask runners of the city, not against its citizens, exiled or not. You have demonstrated a sore lack of understanding with regards to the
It's got
utilization
Tamara
of
says hi.
masquerades.
Hi, Tamara.
You will unbind from your masquerade and have the privilege of its company revoked for a period of 10 days. Keep me waiting any longer, eh?
Did he just get detention for 10 days?
I think he did.
Mask detention?
I think he lost his mask for 10 days.
Maybe that's where we get us from. It would only be fair
Go.
if he gave us the mask and then gave us the opportunity to beat him up with it.
I dig that.
You
I dig it.
lucky bastard. If I hadn't been out for a drink...
At this time, someone's picked up some habits.
Is he gonna...
Why are you here, Cicero? A man with your reputation must be either mad or desperate to return to the city.
Here, read it.
Why is city spelled C-I-T-T?
I don't know, it's part of the law.
At the request of the Varon, your exile will be
Or
revoked.
maybe it's an
and
Italian
you'll be
thing.
granted a grand sum of...
I know not.
So what? You're back for the money?
Mad or desperate.
And do you know for what reason you've been called back?
If you can decipher anything from this cryptic mess, please.
You need to see a Vestus.
Accompany me. I think it'd be a good time.
You mean it'd be good to have a bodyguard?
I was trying to
Yeah.
be nice.
Come on.
Take me to your leader.
Is the audio freezing?
Yeah, get a little bit skizzies. I don't really know what to do.
Let's say we just run. It's too early.
Oh, stank. Is that it? Or
You just keep going.
it said it was at the White Spire. I think it's stuck. Yeah. Really quick loading game, I will say. Like, the time between scenes are like seconds, and it auto saves as well. So, where are we going, mate?
Follow the exclamation mark.
Ah,
You are blind.
blinder getting blinder. No, no. Thank you for the reassurance, Nick.
Always here to help.
Yeah. You find it just
Always be reassuring.
paranoid. Oh, I want to go over there too, though. So many
Go over
things. I'm gonna go this one first. Alright, smash these guys.
We don't care. You're at least a week away from another rotation.
I'm the best firebrand here, and you know it.
Get lost, Travis. You know there's no way you're going to get it.
Were they arguing
Travis
over a
is a pretty strong
masquerade?
Renaissance name.
Aren't there enough to go
Travis.
around?
There was lots of people named Travis in the Renaissance times, I reckon.
Ever since your brother gave out all those masquerades to the mask runners, the death toll on both sides has been great.
And you've been losing masquerades.
So long as they sit upon a dying face, to the dust they go. And now, the city is running out of them. Everyone's feeling it.
Okay, so I remember
The
Ian
mask
saying
runners,
last
the
week there's a big
registry,
part of it.
The
That
vigilance even
if
suspect
you
that in
die
next
with
50
the
years or so,
masquerine
there'll
on,
be fewer than 100
then
masquerines left.
it's gone.
But there were thousands before.
Turns to
Surely
dust,
5
as he
years.
said.
5 years have crippled this country, Cicero. I'm sorry. That did not come out as smoothly as I...
You're tired. And you would, wouldn't you?
You would.
Would you look at that?
Elysian stones. I'd have expected the war to curb trade a little.
did.
For
For about 3 months, until the countries across the belt
playing the
realized how
tutorial, I
much
was
they
really
were.
unsure
So they
of
decide
this
to
kind of
send their
game.
traders to a country
Playing the
steeped-
tutorial, I wasn't completely won over, and I was really unsure because this is just not my type of general game. But as I play it along, and it gives you a bit of a taste of what's to expect with the lore, etc., I'm actually getting quite invested into it, actually. Which is good. A game should do that. Just give you enough. Okay, so all the purple ones are just picking up,
Gold cards.
yeah, basically. Green ones transition to the next scene, or whatever. And the yellow ones, I haven't figured that out yet. I should probably pay more attention.
So, any idea why the old man wants to see me?
Not a very solid one. One of the Regenti has gone missing. And these walls should not be privy to this conversation.
It's totally louder now.
That's very loud.
That's too loud?
Drop it on the computer.
That's cute. Let's give it the elves one. Sorry, we're just dropping our listening levels very quickly.
Makes sensitive ears.
Pussy ears. Oh, pussy ears, Nick. Still too loud?
A little bit. That's okay. I'll just do half ear.
With beanie on it and everything. DJ styles and just pop it off like that. Oh, sorry, where am I going? Should probably concentrate on this a little bit more.
Something for the
It's so easy. Again, follow the exclamation mark. What are you doing? They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it any simpler. But I just. Hey, this is where we were.
Tutorial.
So this is where we were in the tutorial.
We were just killing people here. Though.
Basically, it was all brawl. And the tutorial wasn't just a tutorial; it was a whole prologue to the game. So
I'm assuming because he looked very much so like our protagonist here, he was the brother who dished out the masks to everyone.
true. Nick, you did think he was.
Here we
God.
are.
Tell me he's changed. At least a little.
Have fun finding out.
Nope, dude's still gonna be an ass. Oh, so yellow is just cutscene, like
Is it okay?
dialogue.
Proper.
In all the 20 years that I have spent perched upon the spire, not once have I seen my city so
Tristan was telling me the war's almost
over.
When does a war end? When the trumpets of no. It
Yeah, the
ends
voice
when it
acting is
ceases to
great.
echo through every street or shadow every face. It is. I trust the past 5 years have treated you well?
They've been kind.
Kind. Is that what you call those years you spent throwing all your barkeeps, fleeing the grip of sobriety? The Cavalli Fields may be located across the belt, but it's still within the registry's vigil.
And so is plagued by your rats.
The answer is all around you. You've been to the docks. You've walked through the grounds.
Like you got a little playtime out of this as well.
Tristan told me. The city's losing too many of them.
We must learn the secrets of the Masquerades. Learn how to stop them from disintegrating upon their wearer's death.
This is a job better suited for the Vigilist.
Widen your mind, Cicero. You think I called you here to bury your nose in dusty tomes? You are not the first that I've spoken to of these matters.
It's a very
Our
modern
agency
looking
of mine
file.
was tasked 3 months ago to explore the
It was like a
annals of
manila
our
folder.
So congratulations, you're on the
are here
case.
to find him.
You got the job,
How
Banana.
long's he been missing?
He missed sending in his last report due 20
Oh my
days.
god, it is.
And you've sent no one else?
What, a manila folder?
Ophina and Corvus.
What did they find?
That their songs were shorter than they expected.
Both of them.
Ophina was found in her room, hands tied, wrists
Damn.
split. Corvus's body was not so fortunate. Whoever it was had resources.
Alright, drop it slightly on the computer.
Knowledge.
I'm gonna raise it again.
So you called me back to feed me to the dogs.
No, I called you back to find my Regenti. If the canines come at you while you're at
Is
it,
that the full?
well,
Fool if you think I'll do this.
Okay. Yep.
I'll think much more than that if you turn away. Especially if you
Crank
read
it.
the case notes. You might
Cranking
like
it.
the name of my Regenti.
Done.
Interesting.
I don't know if cranking it's the best idea.
Razatov.
Anyway, he'll tell me in a second
You
if it's
two
a bad idea.
Yo, if this is too loud, please let us know.
Anything
I
else?
can't tell.
Only
Sounds
that you
alright
are
on
to
this
breathe
end.
no word
Yeah.
whatsoever to anyone else regarding this case. Everything else you need is in. Arm yourself in the Hall of Bearings, then see what you can find. His office in the East Wing is probably a good place to start.
It could be the spot.
True. Yeah, we're getting some sound issues on this end. But that's cool. So, a little bit of lore. I'm not even going to read it, but for later's tasty bits. I'm going to go for a walk around the table because I can. I love the art style in this game. It's so good.
I'm kind of hoping there'll be some world exploration phase to it, but like I would appreciate, like, say, like you have to get from here to here, but then how you
Survived the
there's a
trial,
bit of a
I
more
see.
open map,
Barely.
combat,
The bastard.
a little bit of grinding.
This is about the
bit of grinding.
Regenti that's gone missing. That's the one? Saved my life. Yes. Any advice then? Just try not to. You can bet on that. Now, I need to read these notes first.
Why not?
Bring it on. We have new icons in the top right hand corner.
I just
Notice those? Yeah, cool.
It really just sounds like streams.
We've got some stuff to do. Yeah. I don't know how to get to them. This guy. It's a piece. Oh, automatic.
My brother is missing. At least let me speak to the Valencio.
Your color isn't welcome here.
Ooh, shit.
A member of the Blue Guild. Here. A curious
Yeah, he wasn't
sight
talking about
indeed.
skin color.
You can take care of yourself?
I'm not a child.
Really?
Get out.
Muppet. Guild politics.
So this is very heavy, this game.
Huge.
Inspectore,
At ease.
I was not told to expect you, sir.
I don't suppose you were. But here I am.
Right this way, sir.
They've just got them
To
all.
apologize in advance. Our selection of masquerades has diminished since the war began.
It's all right. I'm not picky.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd like a masquerade.
All right. First things first, your element...
Cyrus? What are you doing?
Sir?
What? I apologize. What was the question?
Your element.
Right. Of course.
Oh. Let you choose Mitch. Mitch. No, Mitch. You, Nick. Do you want to rate him? 5 rounds of umber.
Shape sword, raise the earth, defeat us, strength. I'm torn between fire and earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Fire's just kind of classic, you know. I want to go fire.
Fire's like a bit of a cop out, but I can go. It is classic. You're right.
Let's go fire.
Alright, let's go fire. I'm more of like a water kind of guy.
And the last time you used a masquerade?
I already saw those two.
5 years.
Vanos tests.
True, we did in the prologue. We did
60th
water.
percentile. Explains why I didn't turn out to be one of the Vegelers.
All right, sir. It'll take...
More than a
Lead the
heartbeat.
masquerade, Cicero. You're its custodian, and you're an imposter. Going around with that stupid cape of yours? Have you forgotten where your loyalty lies?
Are you almost done, Valis?
Just finished, sir.
You don't know what you've started, brother. Change. That's what. Change for the Contadani, our people.
Here it is, sir.
Come with me.
Come with me, Cicero.
Come with me, Cicero. No.
Sir?
Thank you.
So that was Cyrus, his brother, who we played earlier. It wasn't us just tripping.
So it said to press RB and B. So hold. That's one. B.
Sure.
Could be wrong.
I think it's
B.
RT and B. So this is a mask. That's our fire one.
Yeah.
Can we like flip it, or is it just? No, I think it's just equipped too.
Oh, you already equipped it.
Oh, some kind of combat tree. Oh, we can upgrade too. Do we have any? This is cost. Do we have any skill points for? Sweet. Alright, let's check this out. 2% focus. Since I'm driving, I'll let you make all the stronger decisions.
Alright. So passive skill. Passive is always good.
Signature attack. Special attack. We have 4 points.
Oh, we have 4 points. Okay.
And at most they cost 2. The special attack ones.
Alright.
The rest are.
Always go passive. Start with passive.
Yeah, I mean, it does help you out.
Cool, and then let's just.
So we can either keep that tree or we can start a new one.
And then create release fire wave deals. Let's do that one.
Decent, yeah. Spread it on. Instead of like focusing on one, spread it on. So we have a pretty mask gun now. Cool. Yeah, I think we did that, bro. I don't know what the button that is. Yeah, we totally ahead of the game. Press Y to assign or replace skills on your selected party members. Hotbar, okay. Scrolls through party members. Okay. We should probably go back there. So, we only have one party member at the moment. So we're not going anywhere.
Press LB. Which is the top one?
Skills.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Alright, so we're already good.
Yeah, so it automatically puts it down the bottom. I guess if you didn't have more than 2, you might fill up and you have to swap them around. Cool. Let's go and duel. Let's duel.
And there he is.
Blue guy.
Who's this?
Calden Azarus, mariner of the Sorelle del Mare.
You're Calden.
You know him?
Yes. No, well, Razatov mentioned that he had a brother.
You knew my brother?
Is there a reason why he's...
I know my brother's missing. Inspectore Corvus came to me 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well...
It's not that, Inspectore. I want to help...
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You haven't...
What?
Listen, Calden. Sail the winds back to your guild while you can.
Why?
Because this is not the business of the Blue Guild. And if any within the White Spire see you...
All right, then.
Too late?
I suppose
You're just going to let him go?
What?
It's his brother, Cicero.
I'd like to at least ask you a few questions first.
Of course.
Oh, this'll rub the old man the wrong way.
All the more reason to do it, now that both of you are settled.
Thank you, Valencio.
Have fun, you two.
Inspectore, I must...
A few questions does not guarantee you a place in this investigation.
Clear as the belts.
Good. Now, we're headed for your brother's office. So, fill me in. When was the last time you saw...
So, as you might have noticed...
failing you already?
Half a Missouri ago.
2 years.
And we said it off the bat that this game is all about the story. It's not a hack and slasher. It's not even a regular
Last time you
RPG.
wrote him a letter, then?
Or a turn-based
Don't
whatever.
write to each
It's
other.
its own thing.
No? This is it. His office.
But a really good experience. I'm enjoying the story and everything. But you definitely have to have the patience and time for it.
If you're interested in that deep lore.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to reading, because that is...
Something
it does give you that
matters
option to delve into.
Yes, in
It's
fact.
definitely up your alley.
Me.
You, Razatov's brother. Little from him about, who last saw him 2 years ago, and during those years you never spoke to him whatsoever, and now you're concerned.
Correct.
Suddenly.
And you ask if there's something the matter.
Inspectore, the relationship I have with...
I doubt honesty. Are you certain?
Yes. I assure you, on a...
Let's go in. Here, let's see what we can find.
Snoop around.
My brother slept here?
Yeah,
He was the hardest working of all the Regenti. Couldn't quite draw the line between a personal life and a professional one.
He never did have any desire to start a family.
Despite my efforts.
Oh.
This is his work?
All the cases that he's had to work with before. He likes keeping them in the open. Watch his collection grow.
This case is large and relatively recent. It's about...
You shouldn't...
Cicero Guevara.
And this investigation is not.
You never mentioned how you knew my...
Who are you here for?
Didn't mean to upset you.
Just keep looking.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary, Inspectore. Are you...
No, I'm not.
But yet you're searching through...
Do you think I'll find anything?
I don't think of a bed of coal when I'm looking for a place to hide things. What's that?
Looks like a...
If you could, Mariner? When you're ready.
Oh, they look like,
Tides? What is that?
off of Destiny?
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
They
Damn.
don't look like they're born of the
They
earth.
do look like ghosts.
Rapes.
You're drawing a lot of parallels. with
My
this, yes?
brother was keeping
Yeah.
Faye.
Hey, spirits.
What are you doing?
Those
They have time
creatures
to
reacted to
explain whether
You
something.
think they've got a thing for...
Hey?
Do they have time to explain when they don't have time to explain?
Don't have time to explain. They're keen. They're keen to get out. They
I
must be
think
cold.
they've got a thing for this.
What is it?
Hopefully someone can tell us. Put the dresser back in place, please. We...
Go. Oh!
Wonderful.
Brace yourself!
Oh, sick. Okay, I'm gonna pause and try out my new things. Try out this one first. Fireblade. Signature attack. Strikes the target enemy with a fire-imbued blade, dealing 15 base damage and activating elemental tags. I don't quite understand the elemental tags thing yet. They were talking about that in the thing as well. But anyway, locked in, unpause. Let's see what happens.
Stances as my story.
Class stances as well. Okay, and I can use. Oh, is this...
Oh, secrets.
Nice. High threat and suffer less damage in combat. What am I? Okay, I'm also gonna switch to the other character and make him attack this guy. This guy. Oops. Whatever. Pause again. There's my other thing. Oh, he's already used it.
You can use A though.
No, they're both. See how they're almost, but like in another 2 seconds.
I don't think you have to pause it to use your attacks. I think you just use.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to pause, but like it kind of is hard to orchestrate them properly.
True.
Finish him off. Finishing move. So like to get onto him is kind of hard. There we go. Boom. So that is.
You can handle yourself in battle.
I am trained as a Pavicier.
Oh, God,
My physique.
I can imagine. Hold on.
Found something?
Perhaps it was a good thing those Fae attacked us. That mark that you see over there. The mark of Timerius Candor, a glassmith who works in one of the registry's wards. The Quiet Order.
Our next lead?
Let's go.
Put the cupboard back.
Hey?
Put the cupboard
Yeah,
back.
they did say they were going to do that.
Ugh.
I think that idea got tramped when they got attacked.
I just forgot.
Spaced on it.
Cicero.
Much like, much like other kind of lore-heavy games, or even just RPG stuff, there is a lot of things going on in the background that you can pick up on.
I think she
So the old man took my advice.
She did. So in the prologue, she's the one that
After
killed
what
us.
happened with Corvus and Ophina, nasty business that was. Anyway, he sought my
Slash,
opinion.
yeah, his brother Cyrus.
There you are.
We're in a comp.
So you're the one I have to blame.
Anymore.
Why weren't you put on the case?
I'm too valuable.
Sure.
Well, he doesn't know that she killed him.
Where are you off to?
The Quiet Order. You too.
Come on. I'll tell.
So you told the Vestas to call for me?
It was either that or do it myself. I think the choice was clear.
And the others?
Well, Ophina and Corvus are that, which leaves 5 of us. Darius and Pasha are off in Altamir spying on the Zealots.
I don't know what I'm trying to read when she's speaking to me. I can just listen to her.
Diplomats and you were farming.
So you don't know anything?
So, Sorelli.
Calvin.
Calvin. You're brave, standing on White Spire soil.
You say as though there is something I should fear.
Certainly not. Not out here.
Just down the stairs, probably.
Ah, there you are, sir.
It is. Get the coach ready, please. Mariner, maybe you'd like to...
A rather obedient bun.
What's this about?
What?
Don't tell me you just happened to be a...
Happened, well. Have I ever told you about the beggar?
Lucia.
He dies at the end of the...
You have.
The mask runners are getting strong.
What do you mean?
They've taken over the Quiet Order.
Since when?
A few weeks ago. 5 years this war's been going on, Cicero, and those were...
That's why you encouraged Avestus to bring me back? I have a case...
Cicero, please! You're the old...
Quiet Order, go!
In your
rhyme
face.
would have been nice.
No.
So,
What'd you get for killing brothers?
Mariner.
Are you trying to say something?
Why do they call you that? Do you sail out onto the belt often?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, you used to?
Before I settled down.
Settle down?
I'm in charge of an orphanage now.
With children?
No, cats and dogs, I'm sure.
Oh, I love animals. What?
Eyes on the road, Toads. Elena, please stop bullying your brother. Ricardo.
It's kind of like I want it to be a movie almost.
Yeah.
Just keep
Or
going.
like in this little TV show on Netflix, you can just smash out episodes. Yeah.
Episodic.
You both stay here. I'll come... So this is the business you were taught. Lucia told me about it.
You met her? We've been expecting her.
She got caught up with a few things.
And you're
Basically,
here
I left her behind.
The investigation.
She'll catch up soon.
I'm afraid that's going to have to wait. Got Portieri pushing all the walls we can, but the mask...
How did you lose it in the first place?
The Portieri
That's one of the bad guys.
so that the mask runners just...
Well, they're the enemy.
Well,
okay.
I'll see you later.
Obviously, his suspicion
I
is gonna be
suppose you
like,
will.
That's good. You're assuming. That was me assuming that we're the good guys.
Long
Pick up some of
the
this.
code round lead.
Pick up
Said
some
anything
lore.
about waiting?
Hey,
You did.
I said I'd see him later. Nothing about waiting in that.
bit magical.
Good old Sora.
Mariner, if you could give this...
Break these metal bars. Easy.
It wasn't secured.
I wonder why.
He's already called his brother. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Closed it behind you?
I did. What is
Anytime wards have been taken over in the last
Well,
50 years, it's been through frontal
assaults.
assaults.
We have seen
Nobody thinks about drains.
palaces, and now sewers.
Yeah. No, it's a massive
Another
adventure.
interesting place for mists.
all over the city? This has been an increasingly common sight.
Everywhere.
Sometimes even in the streets.
Right.
Here they come!
Oh, here we go. Okay, wasn't ready for that. I'm gonna give you a bit of this swift kick. Can I do double combat? So like, I'll attack him with that, and I'll attack him with this.
Yep.
Let's just see what happens. Yeah, that's sick.
The blue bar represents a companion's
I assume their power abilities. Can I switch? Oh, okay. Yeah, sick.
It did work.
Yeah, smashed him. Where are we? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why you get the turn-based stuff going on.
And again, just for those who turn up, we're actually in complete control of that freeze time.
Yeah, that's me. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I do what I want. Okay, yeah. Flip. Both the gold gun home. Yes, sweet.
Bit of control.
Yeah, I know. He's quite lumbery, the blue guy, in comparison. So, which is good, you know, everyone
It
has
has
their
already
own.
pointed out that there is a class system.
Yeah, and they
Stands.
definitely, it's hell noticeable as soon as you kind of do it. Or you realise. Oh, it's chicken away. Got our magic back, so wasting this guy. This guy. The old. Give him the old one too. Oops! Then we finish this guy up. Dodge that. See, that's real-time magic.
What are
use there.
Faye doing here?
Because you've got to press
You
one
said
for the
this
magic,
was
but you've got to press
becoming
it
more
twice, like the second time to
Only in
kind
the
of
last
engage
few
it.
years, yes.
So
And Faye,
it isn't just as easy as
even
kind of
more
like
common as
pressing
well.
on the character and pressing
You
it.
think they're related?
You
So
don't?
that's when the pausing
Quite
does
a
really
clear
kind of
connection.
come in handy.
We should keep moving.
The exit
Whoa.
of the quiet order should...
What are they doing?
Whatever it is, we will have to...
As I'll ever be.
Watch your flanks!
Watch your flanks. Keep your eyes off my flanks. I'm going to try the other one. This one. Oh,
Oh, wait, no, wait till it's in the range.
yeah,
What was
okay,
it?
yes, see. So, change to that one, and I'll do this instead. And switch to him. I'm sure this would all become a lot more intuitive as we get along to it. But at the moment. Whoa, we're getting messed up. Yeah, there we go. So... me some of this. Give me some of this.
Better meet you then.
The music is actually going on.
Better than this.
Oh, he's frozen.
Taking too
Something's
much.
wrong. Yeah, I'm trying to do something about it, but I don't know.
Oh, you're dying.
Yeah. This is sick. 3 skill points awarded. So that was obviously some kind of big moment.
Masquerada.
Did we level up? Or?
You were right.
Come on.
We're almost there.
What if
Can we
they
do that on our own?
Then we defend ourselves. Simple.
Alright, how long have we been in the stream?
We've been streaming for roughly 50 minutes.
Okay. How are people feeling? Is anybody keen for us to keep going?
I think so.
Because to be fair, I don't think this is going to have much of an end. At any point, I think this kind of game will just keep going, which is a good thing. There's lots of games to be played, I feel. Yeah, sure.
Kill one more thing.
We'll
Kill one more thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alright.
One more fight.
Oh, okay. He ate it?
I told you.
Hey, I'm glad we waited out for this. Look at these douchebags. Okay, press. Oh, press it. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Wow. That gets really in-depth.
Yeah, the battle mechanics are intense.
I'll cover you.
So we're still learning, basically. Even though we've been playing for an hour, we're still kind of going through tutorial types things. Which is kind of cool. Oh, too close. No! What did I do that for? How do I... Can I try and cancel that? Yeah, cool. Yeah. Gum. Yeah.
That's just boring.
Say it's boring?
Yeah, you should know that. Go and pick fire.
I can take it.
I say we collectively wail and do it. Just because, yeah.
Get him out of the way first. Yeah, I thought we'd be able to smash that small big guy quick, but it didn't work like that. Yeah, he's about to die, that guy. So I'm gonna switch. Oops. No. Oh, nice. Good team.
With you walking around in all that blue, we don't stand a chance.
What do you...
This one's got wide hips. His trousers should suffice.
His shirt isn't even going to...
Point?
Fantastic.
Impressive tattoo.
All right.
Hadn't thought you'd be
We're
the
going to wrap this one up because, as I said, this game kind of
What's it about?
is just endless,
Are you here to
it
investigate
seems,
me
in
or
its
my
content.
brother?
And we could play it all night.
Come on.
And it really is great. Probably a little bit better if you don't have an offsider. Probably a little bit boring for you.
Oh, I was actually enjoying myself. I normally would not enjoy just watching this sort of game, but from the lore, I actually really was getting invested in the story. I do want to see where this goes.
Yeah, exactly. It is so story heavy that I think that is kind of the strength and the draw card of the game. Really enjoyable, wicked gameplay. Like I said, those battle mechanics look like they're going to get pretty intense and really will take a while to master.
It's actually good from the point that we both are very unfamiliar with this sort of game, and we're actually getting really into it. So if you haven't played this style of game before, it is definitely something that's worth giving a shot.
Yeah, like I said, I did the prologue and I was like, oh, you know, everything about it was very appealing. It's just like we said, not our kind of game, but very much one over. I'll be coming back to play this, definitely. Yeah. Yep, I give it. We don't do reviews, but you know, this is a good one.
Thumbs up.
We have been Pixel Sift. We'll continue to be that before, after the show.
Yep.
This is Nick. I am Scott.
Goodbye.
Mitch is driving back there. Thank you, Mitch. Hey.
Next show will be on the 17th.
That's it. The next show will be a week from today on the 17th. Who's our guest going to be, Mitch?
Our guest is, I forgot because the Slack channel is
That's not a problem at all.
I'll be making the promo video. But if you'd like to find out more about Masquerada,
Masquerada.
You can watch episode 76, Pixel Sift. That's out on YouTube, on the podcast.
Yep,
it's everywhere.
It's coming out on Steam at some point. We got it early. This is a bit of an early play beta, but it's coming out on Witching Hour Studios. It will be available through Steam. Like I said, just hit us up on check our social medias. It's all on there, and also check there to see what's going on next week's episode. Thanks for tuning in.
Nice.
We'll catch you next time.
I got a click title.